I admit that a fanny pack is no Prada bag, but it's a lightweight, practical, personal item for travel, and it has some historical significance.
Hi, I'm Christina. I offer travel tips and tricks for women over 50 because I'm not done exploring.
On many of my trips, I will carry a fanny pack as a personal item. You can call it a waist bag or bum bag or whatever else you want to call it. They're a lot more acceptable now, of course. They're a lot more fashionable. This was just a cheap one that I got at a consignment shop. It's an REI bag. I liked the colors on it. I thought they were pretty. But I will carry a fanny pack a lot as sort of my purse and my personal item, just because it can hold a lot and it's just out of my way. And there's something that I really love about fanny packs that allow you to channel your inner Viking woman. So when I was a child, I loved reading books about Vikings. I'm Scandinavian, and Viking history was really interesting to me. And one thing I found really interesting was the Viking women of the, 800s to 1100s would carry what essentially was kind of a fanny pack. It was a little waist. They were waist packs on belts that would carry tools, knives, scissors, sewing equipment, things for stitching up leather. And I looked at that and I was like, that was the original fanny pack. It didn't come out in the 80s, it came out in the 800s. And I also loved that they had these beautiful brooches on their clothing called tortoise or turtle brooches. And they would also hold scissors and knives and even little combs for their hair. So that stuck with me as a child. And I think that's what kind of nested that love of small tools and fanny packs and waist packs because it just seemed really practical. And so when you're wearing a fanny pack, don't think of it as wearing an unfashionable item. Think of it as channeling your own inner Viking woman. So what I'm going to do is go through my fanny pack or my Viking pack and show you what I bring on most of my trips. So the items that I carry in my fanny pack, I don't carry everything all the time, but this is sort of the basics that I carry for just about every trip. And this fanny pack has a pocket, a main pocket, and then a little small front pocket. So kind of the most important things that I carry is in the back towards my body, and that's of course my passport. So I have my passport in a red container along with my vaccination card and any other important information. I even keep a little extra cash in here just in case. So red so that I can see it in case I drop it on the ground or something, which I have done. In the back, I have a external battery for my phone, and I'll link it below. And I also have a cord or the cord for my phone, and it's nice because it has a USB-C, Lightning, and micro connector. So it's just all three connectors in one cord. So that's in the back pocket. In the very front pocket is this is just a little hand wipe. I got it from Air Portugal. I think it might be dried out by now, actually. So I just have to get a new one probably. And then I have just some lip balm. I either carry chapstick or lip balm. This is a Burt's Bees vanilla bean one. And I like it because it's small and thin. And then I also have my little wedges for when I get a wiggly table. And I showed these in my video about the 5 things that you can pack that will fit in your palm of your hand. So now I carry 2 because on my last trip I put it under a wiggly table and I left it there. So now I have 2. And actually they work really well if you stick them together for like wider gaps. And actually, they could probably work for sticking underneath a door, maybe as a small door jamb to keep somebody from opening it. I haven't tried that yet, but that might be kind of useful. So that's what I have in the front. Sometimes I'll carry, some eye drops or something like that. So in the middle pocket, you kind of see how everything's jammed in there. There's a couple of smaller pockets for organization. Within the main pocket, I have my little tote bag, which is also in that same video of items you can keep in the palm of your hand. I have a green one and a black one. I carry some medication. This is just a small pill case. So my prescription meds. I've got, this is a case that has some wired headphones in it, plus a USB to USB connector and a aux jack to USB-C connector. So these are just extra ones just in case Bluetooth is not working or my headphones are not working or I need like to use wired headphones for the plane. Some older planes don't have Bluetooth or anything like that. So that's nice for watching a movie. In the same sort of little pouch situation, I've got a sewing kit, and in here is also those tiny little scissors. I've used these for just opening up packages. This is also in that same video. Opening up packages, cutting loose threads. They're just a pair of little sewing scissors. And I seriously, these days, cannot travel without these. I tend to use them a lot. And I like to keep them on me all the time for opening up mustard packets and honey packets. And then I also have just a few, sewing, some threads, some safety pins. I also have what's called a gear aid or Tenacious tape. And this is for making small repairs to like backpacks or jackets or something like that. It's a really kind of a sticky fabric tape. So that's another little kit. Also I also have some mints. I'll carry mints or sometimes gum. I don't like to chew gum, but mints are nice for when your mouth gets gross. I have a USB plug for my phone. I have a tiny little pen. I think I got this on a United flight, and around it has duct tape or Gorilla tape around it because I've found that having a little bit of tape can be really useful for making small repairs. We've put it over bright lights, my husband and I. And then if you have a rattling cabinet or something, on a boat or a train, you can use it for that, which we've done before. And then I have my earbuds. They're just a simple pair of earbuds, Bluetooth. My trusty spork, that's also in that same video. I did not bring this on my last trip, and I regret it. So I am always going to pack my spork. And it's just a little plastic spork that opens and closes. I have a little container of Nivea cream for my hands, and if it was good enough for grandma, it's good enough for us. And then last is my little tiny fan that pops up and keeps me cool on hot flights or hot trains or buses. So that's pretty much it. It's fairly simple. I think the most important things. Oh, my wallet is there in too. So I'll show you my wallet in just a second here. Okay, I'm sorry. I'd left my wallet in my regular purse, not my fanny pack. But it's just the same wallet that I just use every single day. It has my IDs, credit card, insurance card, all of that, and some cash in here as well too. But it's a CHUMS wallet, ICHUMS, and I like CHUMS wallets because they're a local company. They are based in southern Utah, and what I like about them is that they have this little ring on the side, and I put a little locking carabiner on it, and I will attach it inside the fanny pack on this little key loop. So no matter where I am, if I'm paying for something and I'm distracted or something and I drop my wallet, it's not going to go on the ground. It's actually going to stay attached within my fanny pack. So that's what I really like about it. I like that it's lightweight and bright colors so I can see it. So if I were to have those tortoise brooches, what would I carry around? I'm thinking my pocket knife, my Swiss Army pocket knife, maybe my spork, maybe the scissors. What about my cell phone and earbuds though? Maybe I'll just stick with a fanny pack.